الإنسان جميعا عربهم وعجمهم وحضرهم وبدوهم وإن اختلفت التلقي منه عدة خصال تدمر نظام ملكهم وهي 3 أصناف منها أعمال شهوية ومنها أعمال سبوعية ومنها أعمال ناشئة من سوء الأخذ في المعاملات. والأصل في ذلك أن الإنسان متوارد أبناء نوعه بالشهوة والغيرة والحسد والفحول منهم يشبهون الفحول من البهائم يشبهون الفحول من البهائم في الطموح إلى الإناث وفي عدم تجويز المزاحمة على الموضوعة، غير أن الفحول من البهائم تتحارب حتى يغلب أشدها بطشا
حتى يغلب أشدها is فاعل
حتى يغلب أشدها بطشا وحدها نفسا وينهزم ما دون ذلك أو لا تشعر بالمزاحمة إلى عدم الرؤية
المصافدة إلى آخره. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, he mentioned in this bab and this chapter that haywanat are living moving entity are of different types. So the very lowest category of haywan is ad-didan, the worms. So these are born of dirt. They are living in dirt. They are eating dirt. And that's why they are called earthworm. What they are called? Earthworm. Yes, in Arabic, they call him al-arda. Al-arda means earthworm. Got it? So, that is the lowest category. So, they have not been inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for more than that. To have their houses or to live together like this. But Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that over them, there is the little bit elevated category of haywanat from birds and other animals. So now he is giving us the example of birds that they are living together, the male and the female. They have been inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They have been given ilham by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala how to make their nest. Number 1. Number 2, how to do sex. Yes? How to do sex. And number 3, how to lay eggs. And number 4, how to hatch the eggs. Got it? And then how to feed the babies. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that the male and female both, they are taking care of the hidana. Hidana means taking care. Taking care of small kids, that called hidana. So they are doing hidana together. But now, in all animals, look at me, in all animals, the utmost elevated type of animal is the human. Got it? So number 1, he is madaniyut tab'a. Madaniyut tab'a means social by nature. Naturally, he is social. So that's why they are doing bandar, getting together, doing barbecue, invited one another. Some time back for him, Nasim was doing it, but he forgot this philosophy. Either economical position is weak, yes, or house position is weak. You know that. What do you know?
He's strong.
Huh? He's strong. Okay. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. So anyhow, so that is, they are social by nature. So they are helping one another. We call it tadamun, tawadud, takaful. 3 words. Tadamun, takaful, tawadud. They are loving one another. They are helping one another. They are taking kafalat and responsibility of one another. That is because of their being social. And also, that is their nature, that they are not eating things raw. Neither the grass, nor the fruit, nor the vegetables, not the meat, not the grain. But mostly they cook it. And not only cook it, but they make it delicious. That's why they are asking one another for recipe. And that is because of their being social. And also, they are not protecting themselves from cold and warm with their hair or their feathers. With their hair, because they do not have that type of hair or feather as the animals and the birds have. So for that, they also make a planning. They also make it planning. So what they do, they are making the blankets. They are making the dresses. They are looking for jackets. They are looking for fur and things like that to protect themselves. And now if they are in such a category of human, of animal, so now that was their natural right. Allah has made himself that this is incumbent upon him. And yulhama tadbir al-manazil wa tadbir al-mudin. That they may be taught or they may be inspired with how to establish a family life and how to establish a city, how to establish a state, and how to establish a system for state. Got it? Naturally, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired them with that. And Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that as they are social, and this sociology is because of their intellect and because of their aql. So to animals and birds, most things have been revealed naturally. But to human, only little bit has been revealed naturally. For others, either they think themselves or they follow the thinkers. Either they themselves think or they follow the thinkers, and they are doing their taqleed. They are doing their taqleed. Now look, we are not engineers. So for building, we follow and we are doing taqleed of whom? The engineers. We are not doctors. So for treatment, we are doing taqleed of whom? Of doctors, and just name it. So taqleed is logical, and taqleed is intellectual approach. That is logical, that's reasonable, that's intellectual. If in material world or physical world, that is logical and intellectual, so what do you think about deen? That everybody cannot approach it in a proper way. Got it? So there the taqleed is much more important than taqleed in umuri dunyawiyya. That's what Imam Rahmatullah alayhi is referring to. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, naturally, little bit things have been inspired a human with. Like a newborn baby, he has been inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when the mom take him or her close to her nipples and her breast and put it in his mouth, so he start. He has not gone to any school, nor he learned that this is the way how to suck the milk. So this is called ilham jibilli. That's called what? Say, ilham jibilli, natural inspiration. Got it? Or if something gets stuck here of milk in his chest or throat, so now this is also natural or ilham jibilli, that the small newborn baby, he said, got it? Who told him that when something is stuck here or here, so you have to do that? That's called ilham jibilli. Naturally, he is inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they are doing the taqleed of al-mu'ayyadeen bin nur al-malaki, who has been given a light from alami bala, from the overworld or the upper world. So they are doing the taqleed of them. فِيمَا يُوحَى إِلَيْهِمْ. Also, they are in need of doing some tajriba and experiments, or they have to wait for what? For a tadbir ghaibi, that maybe he will get inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that what's the way out regarding this very issue. And last night I mentioned it, that not only Imam is mentioning here, Einstein said that I am not a nabigha, I am not a genius guy, I am a common layman. And he said that this is not the brain which is making the ideas. Ideas are coming in shape of signals from upper world, from angels of Malayala. He did not say angels of Malayala, this Imam says. Imam says signals are coming where from? From angels of Malayala. So Einstein said the signals are coming from the upper world. And the human brain is receiving that on equal basis. Got it? But this is the matter, that who is a good receptor? Who is a good receptor? Who is a good combiner and compiler of that? And who can do a good mixture of those ideas? Got it? Got it? Got it? So when they make a mixture of different idea signal which is coming down from the angels of Allah, so then he is able to bring forth a theory, and later on he is able to do an experiment, and then he will be able to have an invention. You got it? Or not it? So anyhow, Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi says, also for that, you have to think constantly with a lot of things, which is called Ruyat bil Istiqra. Yes, or you are in need of dalil. So Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi says that why the difference is there in people, that Einstein did what he did, Newton did what he did, Stephen Hawking did what he did, Edison did what he did, but we cannot do, or other people, they were unable to do it. So Imam Rahmatullahi Alayhi says that actually the pouring from the upper world, that is on equal basis. So therefrom, there is no miserliness. Allah is sending it down, but here, that who is capable of doing something. So he said that isti'dadat and talent of mufadun alayh, not of mufid. Mufid is Allah. Mufadun alayh, we the human. So what our talent is, it differ from person to person. Baran ke dar latafat tabash khilaf nes, dar bagh lala roya do dar shorabum khas. The Persian poet very beautifully said ke baran ke dar latafat tabash khilaf nes. The utmost latif and soft water is the water of what? Rain. Baran ke dar latafat tabash khilaf. And when the rain is raining, so it is raining very soft in Northern California and very rough or filthy here in Southern California, or that is the same. But the Northern California land is fertile, so everywhere there are grapes, there are peach, there are plums, there are almond, there is walnut, there are corn, and just name it. And what is in Death Valley? The cactus. What is there? Your cactus did not give their fruit? Started, okay. So, baran ke dar latafat tabash khilaf nes, dar bagh lala roya do dar shora boom khas. That in a fertile or cultivated area, it grows the flowers. And in Death Valley, it grows the cactus only. So this is because of difference in baran? No, that is because of difference in the land, the receptor. Got it? And an Arab poet, he said very beautifully, Ki aral ihsana inda al-hurri denan. Aral ihsana inda al-hurri denan, wa inda al-qinni manqasatan wa zamma. Ka qatrin sara fil asdafi durran, wa fi shiqqil afa'i sara samma. He said, if you will do a good or favor to someone who has conscience, to someone who is a cultured man, to someone who has dignity and ghaira, so he will be obliged to you forever. That in difficult time, this guy helped me. So forever, he will be obliged to you. وَعِنْدَ الْقِنِّ مَنْقَصَةً وَزَمَّا. If you will do some favor to a battamiz guy, got it? To what? To the dirty nature guy. If you did favor to him, so he will be thinking like as he cheated you or he exploited you. وَعِنْدَ الْقِنِّ مَنْقَصَةً وَزَمَّا. So he will say that I hate his kun. Yes, that's man qasatan wa zamma. Wa 'inda al-qinni man qasatan wa zamma. Ka qatrin. So he is giving example. Ka qatrin sara fil asdaf durran. The drops of rain are coming down equally, but when a drop falls there in a shell, where? In a shell, so it turns to a pearl. And if the same like drop that fall in the mouth of a black cobra, so it turned to poison. Yes. So now water is one and the same, 100%. But the place which received it, it turned it to itself. كَقَطْرٍ صَارَ فِي الْأَصْدَافِ ضُرًّا. These poets, in one sentence or one verse, they give you such an idea that you can write a book on that. كَقَطْرٍ صَارَ فِي الْأَصْدَافِ ضُرًّا وَفِي شِقِّ الْأَفَاعِي صَارَ سَمًّا. So anyhow, after that I will give you a joke. So anyhow, because somebody, he is not cultured only, he is extra cultured. Yes? So then he thinks otherwise. Now Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, فَمِنَ الْعُلُومِ الْفَائِضَةِ عَلَى أَفْرَادِ الْإِنسَانِ جَمِيعًا. So those ulum are knowledge which is coming down from Allah's side. Fa'idha mean which is raining, like coming like rain. As Newton said, that the signals are coming like pouring rain. فَمِنَ الْعُلُومِ الْفَائِضَةِ عَلَى أَفْرَادِ الْإِنسَانِ جَمِيعًا. To all humans, عَرَبِهِمْ وَعَجَمِهِمْ. They are Arab or they are Ajam. حَضَرِهِمْ وَبَدْوِهِمْ. They are living in Los Angeles city or they are living there in Death Valley. Yes, because they are small villages. 2, 3 houses, 5 houses in Los Angeles. Yes, almost 100-mile radius. So they are called Hadari and they are called Badawi. Hadarihim wa Badawihim. وَإِنِ اخْتَلَفَ طَرِيقُ التَّلَقِّي مِنْهُمْ. Even though that how they are getting it, so they differ from person to person. فَمِنَ الْعُلُومِ الْفَائِحِ. So حُرْمَةُ خِصَال. This is the khabar. This what? Khabar. This is the khabar. Can it be khabar or it can be mubtada muakhar? What is your test?
Yes.
What Ibn Hajib said in Shafiyah?
There can be both.
No, not can be both. Yes, wherever there is harf jar, so for sure that will be khabar. So that is khabar muqaddam faminal. Famin, that is harf jar.
Yes.
Got it? So this is mubtada muakhar. So faminal ulum al-fa'idha. From these ulum, hurmatu khisal tadammur nizam mudunihim. So from these ulum, which is coming down from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one ilm is that to destroy the well-established system of cities, that is haram. That's a crime. And that is a sin as well. That's a crime and that is a sin as well. For example, the system for traffic. If you are trying or a group is trying to disturb it, so that is what? That's a crime. And that is haram in Sharia as well. Hurmatu khisal, that tadammur nizam mudanihim wa yasalastu asnaf. And Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that these acts of human which destroy the system, that is of 3 types. Number 1, minha a'malun shahawiyah. Number 1, those acts which are coming out of shahwat or desires and whims. وَمِنْهَا أَعْمَالٌ سَبُعِيَّةٌ. And there are a'mal of darindagi. There are a'mal of a person has become just like a darinda, or a group has become just like a darinda. To kill people, for him they're just like a joy. He enjoys that. وَمِنْهَا أَعْمَالٌ نَاشِئَةٌ مِنْ سُوءِ الْأَخْذِ فِي الْمُعَامَلَاتِ. And the third category is those amal are those action which is coming out in bad transactions, in shape of bad transaction, in sale and purchase, in partnership, in dealing, in financial treatment or financial dealing. He is a cheater, he is a liar, he is a corrupt guy. So these are the three basic things which destroy the nizam of city or the nizam of state. God, unfortunately, in third world, all these three things are on its peak. Is it or not? Here, also the people are not angels. Hell, they are the same. But here the system is strong. Here, the system is strong, yes. Can you run away from the system anywhere? Say, yes. So Nasim will tell us that what happened to the case. They found out the number plate or not. So anyhow, they will find it out. وَلَسْتُ فِي ذَلِكَ. And Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that asl or the base in this regard is أن الإنسان متوارد أبناء نوعه في الشهوة والغيرة والحرص والفخور. That insan is mutawarid. Asl, actually, the wurud mean if somebody is going to a water channel to drink therefrom. So going there or coming there to the water channel, that is called wurud. وَلَمَّا وَرَدَ. Oh, Yusuf?
Yes.
وَلَمَّا وَرَدَ. Huh? This is in Quran. وَلَمَّا وَرَدَ مَاءَ مَدْيَنَ وَجَدَ عَلَيْهِ أُمَّةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ يَسْقُونَ. So the same wurud is mentioned there in Quran. That when Musa alayhi salatu wasalam came to the water of Madian, so he found a group of people there. وَجَدَ أُمَّةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ يَسْقُونَ وَجَدَ مِن دُونِهِمْ امْرَأَتَيْنِ تَذُودَانِ. So anyhow, furthermore, inshallah, Professor.